big three gave their E3 press conferences and all that fun, happy shit. And I guess there are at least 3 people out there in the world, in the land of YouTube, that actually give a shit what I have to think about all that. So I think I'll just take a few minutes to go ahead and go over that with you, just to be a nice guy. To be honest with you, I missed the Microsoft press conference. I had to work, so I missed that in the morning. I saw the Sony one because I was off work by that time, and I gotta say, as far as the Sony one goes, I think I missed like the first like half hour, maybe an hour. I don't remember, but so yeah, the Sony one. I just, I'm sorry, I didn't see anything coming out in the next year or two that I have any general interest whatsoever of actually getting. I know there's a lot of stuff that doesn't get advertised at E3 and is coming out for like PS3 and stuff that I definitely want to pick up and I'm looking forward to. But there's not a lot going on for the PS4 right now that made me want to like keep the one I had. I mean, a lot of people were saying, well, wait till E3 and say what they had to say, and I watched it and I'm just like, no. And like really one of the only games I'm even considering this year that I want to get is, unless I got delayed and nobody told me, is Dragon Age 3, which is coming out for the PS3. I was originally going to get the PS4. I mean, get the PS4 version, but I'm not keeping the PS3. There's like no point in like keeping that around. I get the PS3 version, no problem. So that's gonna be cool. Then there's Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain music video. I'm not gonna say trailer or teaser. That was just like an emo-tastic music video. Where I don't know what's going on with that. Does Snake have, or Big Boss already called himself by the time this game comes out, has like shrapnel in his head or something like sticking out of his head like most of the game or whatever. He's got a fake arm, which we already knew about. And it was just like a bunch of stuff where like it showed like a bunch of people fighting and they're like doing knife fights, whatever like that. And it was just like, I don't know. Like I said, I might end up getting the game one day, but I'm waiting till they put like Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain in one package. I'm not paying that shit separately. Alright, Konami, so stop it with that shit. When you come out with the full game, whether it be on PS3 or PS4, then I will pick that shit up. In the meantime, fuck off with your whatever the hell you're doing with Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm sorry. And then they talked a bunch of shit about TV features and exclusive TV show coming to PSN Powers. Which, I know a lot of people kind of shitted on Microsoft, like, oh, Microsoft, oh, Halo TV, haha, they're making the Halo TV show exclusive. Microsoft, oh, that's so stupid. But I bet they all just jizz rainbows when they were making their own Powers TV show, which apparently you can watch for free if you have PSN. If not, you have to pay per episode. Except the first one, which is supposed to be free. But whatever. Then they advertise a bunch of free-to-play stuff, which is going to work exactly how it works on PC or Steam or whatever. Free-to-play or pay-to-win. They're going to put. They said, oh, you can do this for a small fee. No, fuck that shit. It's going to be pay-to-win and all that shit like that. A lot of like to do with the free-to-play. So. And then there was that. Then there was the Nintendo conference, which is basically going to be liked by Nintendo fans and anybody else who doesn't like it, who doesn't like Nintendo as a whole or whatever, is just going to talk shit about it. The Zelda Trail looked pretty interesting. Although I keep wondering why Nintendo keeps, they show that Zelda demo and they show this realistic looking thing going on. Oh, look at this. It's going to look like this, and it's like, well, and then they show like a cel-shaded thing, which is like, I don't know why they keep doing that. If you're going to do a cel-shaded Zelda, just show the frickin' cel-shaded Zelda from day one, and stop showing some kind of demo that you're not going to show, that's not going to be the game when it comes out. However, be that as it may, the game does look, hopefully, they're saying, oh, it's this vast world, and it's gonna, you can explore wherever you want to go. We're finally gonna do that with this one. We're gonna take away these limitations. So, with any luck, they're not bullshitting on that. And the guy was saying, like, you see those mountains in the background? You can travel to those mountains. So, I'm kind of hoping that's true, and they don't really try to, like, crap on that one. So, hopefully the go anywhere exploration thing, which they're trying to push, I really hope that they do go that direction, and they're not bullshitting us on that. And, of course, there's going to be a bunch of other stuff, and they basically, with the robot chicken sections, they made fun of they pretty much made fun of the E3 audience, let's face it. Or at least not the E3 audience, they made fun of, like, the E3, like, press conference people, and you know they did. That was a shot at them. I don't know what was going on with that whole fighting thing between the two of them, between Fizeme and what's his name, Iwata, like that Street Fighter-like choreographed thing. I don't know what the hell that shit was, but they were doing that, and I was like, what the? I don't know. So it looked pretty interesting, and you know the whole Yoshi yarn, whatever it's called, the Yoshi Wool thing. It's whatever. I'm not gonna sit there and like, I don't know. The Hyrule Warriors, they didn't show it through E3, but they showed, you know, you go on the eShop and it shows the trailers. That looked pretty cool. With the Bayonetta thing, what most people predicted happened. They're coming out with the full version of the game, and they finally have a release date for Bayonetta 2. It's October, so that looks pretty interesting. And they're redoing the first one with the with Nintendo themed costumes. So I don't think anybody saw the Nintendo themed costumes coming, but most people predicted that the first Bayonetta was in some form going to come to the Wii U, either through eShop or you can actually package with Bayonetta 2, which it did. So and yes, the E3, the Nintendo one was shorter, but let's face it, because they talked mostly about games, game development. And they didn't show like a bunch of shit about, oh look, we have an exclusive Nintendo TV series, which, you know, would actually, I don't know, but you know, they didn't do that. And you know, they showed a new character for Smash Brothers, and they showed a new anime clip for Smash Brothers. I don't know how that's going to factor in, but I'd be interested to see it. You know how to play as Palutena, or however you say it. Possibly Dark Pit, I don't know, because at the end of the trailer it shows Dark Pit show up. But that was in like an animated form, so I don't know if it's going to be an alternate costume, or if they're hinting that Dark Pit's going to be a regular character. So I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Overall, it was alright. And you know, there's always the argument going, oh, who won E3? Who won E3? Look, there's going to be no definitive answer on who won E3. Let's face it. Look at this how it is. Whatever side of the fence you're on, your company or whatever you're championing won E3. If you're going to be a Sony fan, Sony won E3. Let's face it. If you're an Xbox fan, Xbox won E3. And if you're a Nintendo fan, Nintendo won E3. There's going to be no definitive answer. Like that's pretty much how it is. So you can sit here and say who won E3 all you want. To me, I don't really give a shit. And I say this every year. To me, there are no winners. The only winners who people should win E3 is us. But E3, like I said, is always made for the press. It's not made for the gamers, as much as we all like to pretend it is. It's for the stockholders. It's for, you know, the other companies. They want to try and impress, you know, them, not the gamers, not us. It's been like that for years, and we all keep fooling ourselves and thinking well, maybe you do, I don't. Everybody's fooling themselves into thinking, well, it's for us. They know how to show things for now. They're trying to impress stockholders. Not you. Not me. So get that out your head, and whoever, like I said, whoever you're rooting for is going to be the winner E3. End of story, right? There's no way around that. So everybody's going to argue who won E3, but I think y'all need to shut the fuck up because nobody won E3. So, you know, it is what it is. It doesn't matter, but like I said, it's that's basically how you're looking at it, you know. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, and at the end of the E3, of the Nintendo E3 one, Miyamoto came in at the end, and it looked like on a purposely blurred screen that he was playing Star Fox. So maybe that guy who got caught on fire said, "What about Star Fox?" Which at first I thought was a big FU to anybody asked for Star Fox. The way they handled that, and I thought, well, they just said "fuck you" to anybody asking for Star Fox, but from what it looks like in the background, at the end of it, it shows Miyamoto he's talking, has a little like thing about him, and it looks like in the background he was playing Star Fox. So it looks like they are actually working on a Star Fox game. So we'll see how well that's holding up. So that's basically my E3 recap. You know, Microsoft, they showed like Halo and stuff like that, and Sunset Overdrive, which does look kind of interesting, and who knows, maybe down the line if Xbox One shows enough interesting stuff, maybe I might get that one. Because since I'm not gonna get it for the one game, but it looks pretty interesting. So we'll see about that. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, my E3 recap. So if you're excited about what happened, fine. If you're not, personally, I'm a little jaded by the whole thing. All three companies, because it's just like, you know, you show all this great stuff, but it's going to be riddled with DLC. Oh yeah, and Nintendo's doing their own Skylanders type thing where you put like the little figures on the little square thing here, and you can it's like all customizable, and it shares data back and forth. It sounds actually kind of scary, but whatever. So, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen, my E3 impressions, which I'm actually going to call this the E3 fuck off edition, because that's how I felt about the whole thing. That's how I feel about E3. That's how I feel about everybody who hypes up E3, because it's like, you know, you're gonna end up being disappointed in the end, and it is what it is. People are gonna love, people are gonna hate. That's just how it's gonna look. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, my E3 impressions, and I will see you guys next time.